Hello to everyone who is watching my stream. Today we have gathered here to do another practice with me session. Now these drawing sessions, the practice with me sessions are an insight into what an artist like myself does to practice when I am not working on any projects or client work. So this is another practice session. Let me just switch over. Here I have my sketchbook. Let me just show what we did in the last practice session. So in the last practice session, we drew these from an art book by Derek Loffman. If you want to watch it, it's available on my YouTube channel. Uh, so this was actually practicing from an artwork that someone else has done, and this time I will show you another way that you can practice your sketching and drawing style. It is by practicing from live reference, like photo reference. So here I have some references stored from Pinterest, and I have only just looked up in Pinterest something like human poses photography, and I've saved these. So let me just start with one of them. Let me just set up the drawing book here so you can see clearly. Yeah, I hope everything is in focus. Now if you are drawing along with me, all you need is a sketchbook, some kind of pencil. I am using this as a dark pencil. It has 2B lead, and this time I'm gonna use this erasable pencil. Now last time I just used a normal pencil, but I thought a colored pencil which would look better, and I found these cheap ones. I think let me just show you the pack. These are by Maped. It's just very cheap. I think it is for 160 rupees, and they get the job done. They are not the best quality, they are not too smooth, but they get the job done, and they are erasable most importantly. So I am using the orange pencil from this set. I also have this with a bolder lead, like a thicker lead, and it helps do thicker lines. So to start with, we are not going to do any coloring today, just pencil and a darker pencil. So I'm using a color pencil for my sketching, rough gesture sketching, and a darker pencil for the final lines. Now let's see here. I'm gonna use let's start with this guy. Now if you are drawing along, please screenshot this so that you can draw along with me, or just follow along what I am drawing. The main purpose of this is to get your hand rolling and ease it out as you practice your drawing. And this is a good drawing practice to draw from different references. Now today we are doing the photo references. If you have any questions, you can draw along and drop your questions in the chat box, and I'll get to them in a bit. So I'm gonna draw this big somewhere, and I'm gonna put some stylization in this while I'm drawing along. So for now, let's just draw the gesture, which is super rough. So I'm drawing the head here, so blocking out the head. I hope this is visible. If you are here, just say hi in the comments so I know you are watching in the live chat, not the comments. The head is always with the cross. This denotes the eye line and the front of the head. Now this shoulder is raised. I'll just reduce this light on the right so that the shadow is reduced of my hand. So when you are capturing the gesture, it is just capturing the essence of the pose. So this will be the legs. Keep it super loose. I hope the color pencil is visible. Exaggerating the pose a bit, so these will be the legs. And if you want to see how this erases quite easily. I like this pencil. So first time I'm using them actually. So it's sitting on a chair, so let's draw the chair quickly. Now we are not gonna do a finished portrait or anything here. This is just practice work. This other leg is on the ground. This will be the ground. Hello Nitin, hello Karan. Thank you for joining the live stream. I hope you gain some insights from this in your drawing skills. I can't see the hair very clearly. So I'm just gonna do some sort of hair. The second arm is going below this arm. I don't want to go into too much detail, as this is just the rough work. Let's add a bit of facial features here. I'm not gonna try to capture the likeness or anything. Just have fun, guys. The more you practice sketching, the more your hand will get used to drawing things. Just going over the sketch with a bit of details, drawing the shirt collar here. Hello Inder, thank you for joining. Hope you're drawing along with me, guys, as this will be really helpful to know the process of getting something done, even if it is just sketching. So as you can see, I am deviating a bit from the proportions of realism. This is way larger, the head and this body, than our reference, but that's just how I tend to do in my style. So I'm not directly copying the proportions. I am giving it a bit of my style into it. By the way, I have a whole book about drawing human characters, cartoon characters of humans, called Creating Characters. You can check that out if you are interested in learning the basics of character design and creating your original characters. Let's add some wrinkles here. Now this pencil lead is very soft, so even if I press hard, it is not that smooth, but it's good for your rough work. Seeing all the folds that is here in my reference. Now the pants has a fold here resting on the leg. Stretched at the crotch here, so you get folds here. The main goal of this exercise is trying to fill up a sketchbook page with drawing from reference. So that's what we are doing today. Let's draw the chair. By the way, if you are watching this not live, you can drop a comment in this video to tell me what you want me to practice drawing in my next live stream. I like drawing these 3D forms as much as I like drawing characters. A bit of this shoulder is also visible here. Let's add that. This leg is left. I guess the sketch is pretty much done. I'm using this darker pencil now. Let's see how this one works. I think it has a 2B lead. Let's go over this with a darker. Now normally I would use my inking pen to do the line work, but this is just sketching practice, so I thought I will do the line work with the pencil. We are learning how to draw clothes here. The folds of the clothes are important. Keep your lines confident when you are doing the line work. When you are doing the rough work, they can be as loose as you want, but since this is the line work now, I want to have confident lines. I'm just doing the body first, then I can concentrate on the head. This is this little end of the bone that you have on the wrist. The palm going into the face. Usually I would be rotating this book to draw towards me, as that is a natural motion for every line, but here I am just keeping the book fixed. This is the button line here. You don't have to draw every wrinkle from the reference, just the important ones which support your pose. Now, if you don't draw any wrinkles, then that would be an issue. So, you can do a bare minimum. I always think I'll get at least 3-4 drawings done, and then I get stuck on doing just one. So let's see how many we can do today. Always draw through and then darken what is needed. I need to keep telling myself that. So when you are sketching, you are just recording the most important information from your topic or the subject. So it is still distillation of the information that you see in the actual reference, and what you choose to keep and what marks you choose to do on the paper, that is solely your style. The small decisions that you are making while you are recording this information, that becomes your style. Just adding a bit of shadow here. Now what's left is the face. The hair is barely visible in my reference, so just gonna freestyle it. When you are drawing from another artist's artwork, what happens is they have already uh, distilled the information, and it's a simplified version of the reference. but when you are drawing from real life photos, you are making all the decisions yourself of which lines to emphasize while sketching. So there's a lot more of you in it. So it's always better to not draw from other artists. You can do that when you want to try to learn their style, but when you want to practice, it's good to do it from real life to build your own style. I've already spent what 20 minutes on this, just the last bit left. Alright, that is enough. Let's move on to the next one. Let me just show you my reference. So this was my reference here. Now the next one, let us draw this girl. So if you want to screenshot this, this is the time. And let me start with the gesture. Let me first allocate the space where I'm drawing her. Maybe somewhere here. This is just me drawing the big shape which will be the girl. And she's sitting on a block, so just blocking the block. So these are all sitting poses we are doing today. I just realized that. Let us start with the head. Now this is me capturing the anatomical gesture. You could also draw this line of action going here and then here if you want an idea of where things are going. Now, like we did this guy, this is not too stylized. This is just the first iteration, and then if you want to stylize more, you can go over again, exaggerating all the shapes. Today, this is where we stop. I will reach the face, the last, just getting all the bigger details in place. In the chat box, tell me what you would like to practice with me next, like people, animal, vehicles, any particular thing. You could just say maybe trucks or something, and be sure to join my live stream next time. I'm actually gonna do another live stream of drawing portraits, like the mini portraits, the cartoon mini portraits that I had done on my profile a while back, and I have gathered some photos from people for the same. So let's see when I get to do that. Abhilasha says people. Well, we are doing people today, and people is my favorite thing to draw. I would like more suggestions of particular things that you might find difficulty in drawing. Maybe like a particular animal. Fill up a page with drawing from reference. That is a great way to practice, by the way. Now, if you want to learn how to draw tigers, just find 3-4 photos of tigers in different poses and sketch away in your sketchbook, and slowly you'll grab on to details, and that will be another thing that you add to your creative account. Okay, let's do the face a bit. I said face and I started with the hair. You know how you get into the habit of zooming in to see the bigger thing when you are doing traditional, you just can't zoom in, and I'm just addicted to zooming in. That's what happens when you do a lot of digital art. I'm not trying to capture any likeness, just trying to capture the expression. This is where this pencil is failing me right now, as it's very hard. Let's draw some of the wrinkles of this clothing, the t-shirt. A hint of the text. Details of this shorts. If you are drawing along with me and enjoying this, please let me know. I don't get a lot of people joining these streams just because it's very unplanned. I don't even announce it a long time before. By the way, have you noticed that drawing is an iterative process? So it's like you lay down the gesture first, then you go along in the next stage doing the detail work, then a second layer of details, and that's how you go on building the drawing. Arm is left here. Some finger details. Okay, now let's take the bolder pencil. I'll use this other pencil with the 2B lead to do the face this time, as I have a lot more control. The face is especially the eyes, is the most important thing to get right, because that's where most of the attention goes. The focus is the face of any human drawing. Just draw the fingers here just because I'm here. Again, remember confident lines. You don't want to be doing this. Just draw a full line like so. Plan and draw the lines. Drawing a narrower neck. Just the suggestion of text here. You need to practice drawing objects like shoes from different angles and learn to imagine them in 3D space. There are some laces on this side. And there's your block in some perspective. Okay, that's this drawing done. Let's draw one more in the stream. let me find a good reference. Okay, here screenshot this so you know what you're drawing. Let's begin with the gesture. Going back to my orange pencil here. Let's block out the space. So just the big shape that I can see here, which is sitting on a table. That's the table, and this is the shape of her silhouette. And the head and the hair, the pony. I'm trying to capture the essence of her pose. By these speedy gestures. Not focusing too much on the faces. Let's go a bit deeper with the details now. It's the front of her face, the line. Her hair is sort of framing. The neck is angled backwards here. When you're drawing a pose, you're trying to capture the big shapes first and then going on to the smaller details. This is a big shape, the sleeve has this arc. The foot is on the table, resting. Let's draw the table here. Draw a bit of the facial features. Capture the pose, the expression. I think this is enough for the stage. Let us finalize with the other pencil the dark lines. Starting with the hair, just capturing the flow of the hair. The strands are framing her face. The neck is angled. When you're drawing clothing, always remember that this is resting on top of the body, so always have this slight protrusion. She has a long nose. I guess I have to shift the nose a bit to align with the center of the face. Which is here. Okay, let's move on to the sweatshirt. Focus on the forms. Always add these curved lines to denote the form, which are called contour lines. It gives the some 3D feel to your sketches, your creations. Now the sleeve is resting on the surface, so you have this flat edge here, and again the curve. And just the thumb and fingers are out. That's all you need to draw. See, I added this line just to denote that this enhance this 3D-ness of this the cloth, so you know this line follows around the cloth. Adding these tiny lines enhances your drawing. Always try to emphasize the 3D forms of everything. This is a good practice of drawing close. You need to find all the full lines, emphasize what is important. And this is our page filled up. We practiced 3 human forms today. I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and I will announce more such live streams on my Instagram channel, and keep a lookout for the stories for the same. And I'll be alternating between these practice sessions where I'm just drawing from reference and teaching you the process of how to practice getting good at drawing, and also I am going to create complete artworks from start to end. Last week we did Doctor Strange from in a style of another artist, which I really love. So check out my other live streams; they are always on my channel. And thank you for joining me in the live today. Hope this resulted in a good artwork. And until next time, this is Kesto 20 Rahul signing off.